still has information.
Why do they dive and get it?
Okay, who will dive and get it?
The diver.
So, yeah.
The diver.
Yeah. In the circle. Okay. So, we have to develop ourselves both officially and to attend friendly gatherings like ours, like in our schools, to have a training course with teachers.
Seminars, workshops.
Seminars, webinars. You know webinars?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are webinars?
Biro?
Biro?
Yes, there's something
No,
called
I mean, what are the webinars?
They are online sessions
Yeah.
that handle or enhance special skill.
Have you tried one of them?
Yes.
What was it about?
I think it was about speaking assessment.
But ours wasn't a webinar, it was ATDOP.
No, this is not this one, a different one.
Alright.
Oh, nice. So, when we're moving from one step to another, we have to know our current position after the first step, and to know that the cup is still empty. The cup is still empty. We need more. The more you gain, the more you can express knowledge. For a German teacher said, if a teacher can't simply say the piece of information, who can say it? You are a teacher. Students are supposed to get it or receive it from you. Suppose you couldn't express this knowledge in a simple way, so you have to cut it short. You know, cut it short to choose the simplest route to get the information and to deliver it safely to your students. The professional development enables us as teachers to deliver the information to our students peacefully, without shouting, and to choose activities. Because as students, you know, school has become either a prison or a hospital. As you see our students all over Egypt. In class we have large classes, which is our main hindrance to deliver the rest of the education. How many students do we have in class, for example?
No, I'm not teaching in the governmental school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm giving private courses only.
Right, of course.
And I'm an English teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for our school we have about maybe 50 students in one class.
50 students in a class which is lower than this, so
Yeah.
you imagine. And you have to keep them silent, to keep them engaged. And at the end of the class, you have to check their feedback. All this in this class, I think it is a disaster. Catastrophe. That's so, just to wrap up, on talking about professional development, we have to state our current position and to know that we need more and more and more to be professionally what? Developed, professionally qualified. We have two kinds of professional development. We have official, such as the certificates and diplomas, masters, whatever. And we have the friendly gatherings at school with your friends and this. And thank you very much. To finish, you have to visit our page on Facebook. It was be Celt. Now it has to Celt Cairo. Celt Cairo number 1. This is now. Also, we have on Facebook 3R6. This is group level. Yes, it's a group for both Egyptians and foreigners on Facebook. 3I6. Because I created a lot of groups on Facebook for my students, from 3I1 about 3I6 to 3I8 on Facebook. I used it last year for revision. I settled some appointments with my friends. A school. Yes.
School students,
Yeah.
governmental school students.
Experimental. Experimental. Because, you know, students now, need more sophisticated channels other than the class.
Yes.
Because they hate class, they hate school, they hate teacher, they hate everything that's related to school. So we have to create new channels of contacting them. So we have, do you use mobiles in your classes? Mobiles?
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes. But what will you do if you have a lot of students who don't have mobiles? To share. To share.
Sure, our cell phones?
No. You will encourage the one who has the mobile phone to share with his students to look. Just yes, to activate the skill about how to use mobile phones in class. Yeah. That's all. Thank you.
No. We need your personal experience. How did you go through these steps? And where are you now?
I think they would put up with me.
No. I mean, yes, this is the personal experience we're looking for.
Yeah. Firstly, I'd like to talk about the official one. After getting my first degree at Manchester University, I got my TESOL diploma at Edinburgh University. Then I got my B.Cert here, and I attended about 6 workshops at AOC and at British Council for Oxford University and for assessment with Dr. Dina Borai at AOC.
Yes.
After that, now I'm enrolled in AOC diploma for professional teachers. Takes 11 months. Yeah. يا باشا في أي حتة تلاقيني أخوك شرطان سنة وقطع So, this is for my fisherman. Also, I worked for a while as online instructor at Edinburgh University. I worked for about 3 months. Yeah. Also, I worked at Dalkeith Secondary School.
What?
Dalkeith.
Dalkeith?
Dalkeith in Scotland. In Egypt here now, I'm working with Mr. Hamdi at the same school. One of the, the slums of Shabrawy. I work with them. His team,
From Dalkeith to Shabrawy, a very big difference.
Yeah, Albi, don't be sad. No, at all. When you feel that all people around you need you or need your help, you feel self-esteem. You feel that you are of great value. Because the more you give, the more comfortable you feel. But if you want to, or if you search for your own development to get money, I had the chance to stay in the UK and work there. I worked there for about 3 months as WO, and my salary was about 1.6
euros.
It was
Sterling.
Okay. For Egypt, yeah,
It's more
yeah.
with the private lessons.
Oh, actually, last year I spent the whole year last year without getting a private tuition at all.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed my work very much.
Yeah.
And the students and the stakeholder at school or site, they loved me very much. And Mr. Hamdi knew that.
Yeah.
Because they say, no tuition, good explanation, good activities, and when I meet people, I think it's better to smile in front of all people. تقول حسنة يعني.
وعارف تعيش ازاي.
Actually, my father is a factory owner. So after school, I go there and ask for money. And because he's too generous, he gave me this one. So he gave me the money for buying this suit. And actually, I like the suit and the money.
I think the money first and the suit.
Yeah, because I took more than it is worth. For the friendly gatherings, after finishing the B.Cert course, I held about 3 sessions in my school with teachers to give them to spread the idea of the research, which is
The idea of
the idea.
sharing.
Yes, what the idea of the research? Why you are here? What information did you get?
To focus on learning process for the students and how to use techniques just to focus on the learning and activate their learning.
Yes.
For me, I came here to be professional in what I'm doing.
Excellent. Yes.
The same like
معها.
Sally. What did you say?
I said معها.
Sure. I'm here for
Actually, BSELF is about sharing information. It's not if I'm just satisfied with what I had through or what I have been through in BSELF. I think it will not be enough, and maybe I'll forget everything I studied during BSELF. But actually, after this stage, I think sharing is the most important. What if I'm going to share my experience and knowledge of what we have been through together in this course? It will be the best. Everything will be here forever. And maybe I can improve it. Maybe I'll increase this.
So you can say العلم يحلو كلما كررته ولذا عدت مكررا لحلاوته. Again?
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
As you
Okay.
said.
Yes, sir.
The
What?
same as Sally and Nana, and also to put my theories into action. This is the most important thing. Yes, it was good. I keep on saying that. I know all topics that is taught here, but this is the first time I know what the meaning of creative teacher. What I learned into that. This is the most important point I said.
To the point. Yes, Mr. Hamdi.
Yeah. To follow your steps, by the way, you encouraged me a lot, and I was fascinated by your way of presenting and helping students, teachers in our school, by the way.
So sorry.
I guess because he summarizes the word ELC. It's experiential learning criteria. So we experiment, we try, we make mistakes, and we learn from our mistakes. And of course, we get a feedback by the end. And this is the best thing about it, actually.
Yeah. This or this is
Same as so.
the same. Don't see the same with the
I think this for me is a new mirror to see myself in a proper way. I discover something in myself in the teaching process, and I discover something to improve myself when I come, inshallah, to my school.
Excellent.
I think she wrapped up. Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, no, not yet. Here I'm torturing Sally because it's my best friend.
No, thank you.
Actually, I needed to hear from you. How did you know about all these steps?
Yeah.
Is it by chance? Did you plan for it?
When Mr. Magid phoned me yesterday and told me that I'm supposed to be among you today, I tried to get the whole idea in front of my eyes, and I remembered all the moments that my trainers and co-trainers that taught us a lot. I tried to remember some situations. My photos reminded me of some, and I remembered others by myself. Then I put myself in the shoes of the trainer who will be sitting here. So I tried to get you to mix what you knew with what I knew. This is we call sharing experiences, as you said. Imagine that you were in a class for the same situation. You have to prepare yourself well. To know the items that I spoke about, they needed to. Actually, Mr. Meg activated my schema to be here. Some questions. Silent. You're actually here to see all people to school and all people here. Actually, to see Mr. Meg, to see Mr. and see all of you is a pleasure for me. Because, as you know, at school it is very difficult to sit with people due to the successive classes, and everyone is busy giving institutions, so you have no chance to sit with any people, especially during the academic year. So sitting now with you, for me, is a chance to speak about my own experience and to get from you, because we learn from each other. This is the base. You learn from the student in your class, you learn from the man in the street, you learn from a teacher, from supervisor. No supervisor. No supervisors. No, at all.
They are monsters?
No, they are not monsters, but they are useless. I'm talking about my own experience. You know, since I graduated from the faculty till now, for about 15 years, I didn't have but only one training station for a week. And those who gave us lectures there, actually they were, as we said, stone paint at all. They know nothing about classes, know nothing about our syllabus, nothing at all. They spoke about themselves, only theories, nothing about practical situation or schools. When they talk about you have to be, you have to do, you should, you must. But how? How? Give me the tools and ask me to do it. Okay. Yeah.
You should have a visit by your supervisor, like what we do in classes here. We observe each other.
Yeah.
This is like an observation document, and you have to agree with him on the weaknesses and strength points, and discuss together what is your action plan to improve these weaknesses.
Okay.
This is what's really happening or going on with the true supervisors. I don't know about your supervisor.
Yeah, I think about my own experience with Mr. Hamdi is.
You are not lucky with supervisor.
Our schools.
By the way, Mr. Salim, Miss Amal is a supervisor, by the way, in Al-Azhar Institutes, worked for Al-Azhar Institutes, and Miss Nahla also. Yeah, supervisor as well.
I'd like to say a word.
Let's have
I'm a supervisor, and I suffer from the dogmatic minds I deal with. But to some extent, I give them reasons because they are derived from what we learned from them. So give them excuse until you know. They don't know anything. They are derived from all this knowledge.
I think you have to be efficient in your work. If you aren't sufficient, you have to leave it for another.
So this is you said.
Not about you.
I'm speaking generally. We learned here how to share.
Yes.
Now, this is our beginning. We are moving onward and we spread what I've learned here, and trust me, everything will change. And I can see after 10 years, I guess this is a long time, but for change, it's not long.
Yeah, on the long run.
Everything will be changed.
On the long run. So, during the period till we achieve this aim, I think we will be suffering a lot.
Because we shake it. We shake everything around us now. You know the expression, shake the plane?
Yeah.
Now, we shake it.
Okay, our experience with the supervisors are totally different from what I'm saying, because our senior, our supervisors came to our schools just to have tea and to find someone to take him in his car to move around schools. And the house always takes him in his car. You know? No. I'm speaking about what is in our schools.
Sometimes he delayed my curriculum because he came a lot and please drive me to this school and that himself.
Oh my goodness.
There is end without doing my for myself.
But this is not your job.
But how can I deal to say
You have to say no. You have to say politely. You have to say no. I'm sorry. I don't have
at least I parked my car away from the school, so
Let us dance one time, 2 times, 3 times.
Everybody likes it.
Thank you very much. I said that to wrap up several times, but really, this is the last time. We'll speak about our sources. What are the sources that we can use to achieve professional development? What sources can you use to achieve professional development?
Okay, actually there are two sources. One, it can be online websites. Academic universities.
Online.
Yes,
This is the
online.
source.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, online.
We can take
Yes,
the branches
yes,
into webinars.
very
So
good, yeah.
what
Yes.
is away from online
Conferences,
sources? Conferences, workshops.
Yes.
Colleagues,
Courses.
What else?
Yeah,
Courses.
colleagues,
the curricula we receive from our trainings.
Yes.
curriculums.
I guess our experienced teachers like you, I mean, that would be a good source. I would expect that Hamdi, if he needs something or he needs help, he would go for Mr. Salim. This is something, I mean, the peers and the group work, this is interesting.
I guess we should share PSET 1 and PSET 2 and merge them in one page in order to share experiences after graduation. To follow your steps or
What happened?
widen the steps. Yeah. In order when there is an event or a conference, you should announce it and we all go and share and tell about the experiences in order to, not in detail, but to be like guidance to where to follow. It's very important.
on the first day of our B-Cell course here, I created a page for the B-Cell camp. And it was B-Cell 2012, and it was needed to be B-Cell Cairo number 1, because you have number 2, I think.
Yeah, I did it, but unfortunately, nobody used it.
So we will be happy for you to join this page, to be one group instead of two groups.
Yeah.
On creating the page, we all agreed, without agreement, to be a source for us. If you have something new to have to put it on the page, you have something you wanted to ask about to put in the page, if you know about a conference, about a workshop, about a diploma, about anything that you put it, in order to share. As I said before, the more you give, the more you feel yourself as a comfortable person or something like self-content, you know. So joining our page will be a pleasure for us.
Will you write it?
Treasure box.
Oh, treasure?
Treasure box.
Yeah. Secondly, we want to talk about gatherings, to have a monthly gathering, for example. But if we agree all to have a gathering, in my opinion, don't depend on families, because they have a lot of responsibilities away from decent. So for me, I gather with my friends, sometimes in a cafe. But for no, مش عامل شيشة.
We are from Sahag actually. We can't come Arish, Kafir. We can't come everyone.
We can gather
Why can be
Online. Yes, this is another way. This is another way. But
Yes. As Heba said, online cafe.
Online.
Let's make our online cafe. Why not?
So the first step is to join Lisa Cairo number 1 and to go on, inshallah. Thank you very much. I think I closed the video for you.
Will you please, Mr. Salim, will you please write on the board?
Right.
Yeah. The group.
The group?
Yeah.
Is the decent number 1.
Yeah.
And I'll be happy to join Shabrawy. Salim at his home. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Salim and Fauzi. Please be seated. We're just about to finish. Guys, I'd like to thank our presenters today for sharing their own experiences. Now, I'd like just to add something about the professional development. Okay. Actually, I'm a regular teacher. Okay, like Salim, like Fauzi, we're coming. We're coming from, regular schools. So how could a regular teacher reach a position like this and to have the honor of sitting with you and giving some trainings to some of you who are really experienced teachers? So I must have done something that made me have got that chance. Okay. So what did Maggie do to reach that step? Let's start from the beginning. When I finished the Faculty of Education, okay, I wouldn't say where, but I took Faculty of Arts as well and applied for ALSEM because I'm crazy a little bit, but I didn't finish it. I like studying. The whole idea, I know myself. I'm crazy about studying. But I felt all that certificates that I'm gathering is not helping me, or let's say, it's not helping me achieve my dream. So I have to sit with myself and ask, what do you need, Magid? Either to be a perfect teacher, according to the criteria here in Egypt, you have to be a very good private tutor. Yeah. If you're a very good private tutor, you will be an excellent English teacher. I refused that criteria and I said with myself, I need to look for something that I'm really interested in first. So I started doing what? The normal thing. Looking for ads in newspaper, and I'm old enough, not nowadays like online and so on. So whenever there is an ad about grant or fellowship, I just fill it in and throw it. Okay? Maybe I will be lucky. And it happened with me in AUC first. I applied for 3 weeks workshop for teachers, and suddenly, because of my TOEFL score, it changed it into 2 years. Okay, so here I'm doing my best just to improve. Okay, when I finished the AUC, I didn't finish. I didn't stop here. I look for chances because people are talking. Wala is talking. She's telling her own experiences. So I hear okay, so what did you do? Oh, you applied for a grant to travel to United States. Most of teachers here in Egypt travel once or twice. If they are lucky, 3 times. I'm the luckiest person, I think, in here because I traveled about 7 times and hopefully the 8th is coming. Why? Because I'm looking for chances. Whenever I'm there, I don't just take the paper that tells me you attended that and that's it. No, 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 no. I professionally keep all the documents that I've done through all these workshops. So whenever I got back, I share with, I share that with my colleagues. That's why in my governorate, a lot of my colleagues travel to the United States and had a lot of different training programs. Whenever, by the way, they've known me in Kafr Sheikh as the crazy teacher. Whenever they need to know any piece of information about any training, they just call me, the crazy one in blah, 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 blah. That's cool. Why? Here, sometimes I don't know, but even while my colleagues are talking about that thing, they are doing what? I mean, they don't actually share. They need to know information. If I don't know, I just say I don't know it, but I look for details. I never sleep till I know all the details about it. Here, it becomes like what? A cycle for me to look for chances. Okay, conferences was in here for me, a dream that I will never achieve. I can take programs, okay, I can take certificates, but to present in one of the conferences, come on, I have to be fluent like Hoda or Sally or, no, my English is, won't help me, okay? Here I realized something. The speakers of any conferences do not need to be 100% native speaker. You just need to have the experience that you are capable of sharing with others, okay? What do you mean? Sometimes I'm a regular teacher. I do something at my school. The idea of P&P, you know, for us it's very simple, but it opened hundreds of places for me, okay? And I shared it with other small things. Wow, so I applied for conferences. At the beginning, they said the normal way, no means no. Okay, why? Because I don't know how to write. I don't know how to write a proposal. So I decided, no, I have to fight and know how to write a proposal for conferences. Then I learned and they accepted. And once I was accepted, it was very easy for me to go from places. So one of the travelings that in the United States, it was in, International TESOL in San Antonio. And I presented there. Wow, it's an incredible chance. Did I achieve it? Yes, because I just, as what I was saying yesterday, no, people will degrade you, will say no for you. You have to fight and keep going. When you slip down, you just have to stand up and try and try. The first step for you to know is to go for conferences as you can. Even if you're not presenting for the first time, just attend it because you will collect hundreds of different ideas, okay? And when you got ideas, you can present it later and acknowledge who did it with you. I'd like to tell you my next dream. This is my dream. What? Actually, it's higher than forum now because I achieved a little part of that dream. Wow, forum! It's for a dream for any teacher. Okay, if I ask Sam, he would say that for sure I'd like to write about it or to write here in forum. We have a problem here in professional magazines like this. Here we know how to think, we know how to pair, we know now how to share. Whenever you have information, share it online, believe it or not. If it's for you, you will get it. If it's not for you, don't regret that you shared. Because hundreds of teachers say, Ya Am Magid, keep it for yourself. No, believe it or not. When I share with the other, it comes to me. I mean it. When I tell someone,
I'm waiting.
actually, I'm sharing a lot, but Sometimes
No.
with governmental teachers, it's easy. Okay, I mean, this is what I'm doing. So here's the idea of B-Cert Carry 1. Please try to look at it whenever you hear something like what? There's a new thing that now in the market called TTT. Okay, they know it about it because someone of the old B-Centers talked about it. Do you know it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, can you explain what is TTT for? Why didn't you share with the other? It's part of your professional development. Maybe I'm planning to take it. What is it?
Teaching knowledge test.
Okay, what is it? Is it a certificate?
Yes.
Okay.
Certified one. I got it.
Okay, great. Should I go and attend a class like this to get
No.
it?
Yes.
No?
No.
Really?
I get it like this.
No.
It's a first class.
Here's this discussion around the sun. No, I don't need that.
To read.
Sorry. I don't need to arouse things, but this is the idea. Oh, there is something in the market. I need just to highlight. Maybe I'm going to take it one day. It's called TTT. What about Celta and Delta and, Okay, is it similar to the B-Celt? Okay.
Celta similar. Delta different.
I mean, if it's similar, I don't need to repeat myself. If it's something higher than this, it's okay for me to take it. Try to find as many chances as you can. And I'd like at the end to leave you with whatever. I'll let you do something. These are the last 2 pages of this magazine. It's about 2 teachers who did 2 activities. I copied for you. I know that you have that magazine, but I copied for you just to read these 2 activities. And when you read it, you will realize you did it. You did it inside the class without realizing. The only thing that these teachers got a chance to publish this is because they know how to write for these magazines. We do great things, but we never know how to present the things we've done. So from now to go on, you need to train yourself to have some professional development. How can I do different things? How can I write something like that? How can I publish something like that? How can I attend conferences? Can you tell us, because you attend a lot, about HR, because your branch is awesome. I'm crazy about knowing this. Can you?
Could you?
Sure.
I never attended one like this.
How
much
time do you have?
Actually, I have 10 minutes.
Look.
Great. So, well, you guys got a lot from all of them. My story is a little bit different because I was not a graduate of education or arts or algebra. That was not my major.
Commerce.
Business administration, actually, that was my major. And once I stopped, finished my studies in college, I automatically thought of becoming an accountant, which is the normal way. And I actually studied something called CPA. You know what that is? Right, for 9 months. 9 very, very long months. And I had to study everything in English, of course, and I applied for the test and I got accepted, but I didn't travel because that year was the year that the United States decided to invade Iraq, so all the visas were denied. So most of my colleagues switched to CMA. I didn't. I was very, very, very good in accounting, but it was not my passion. Hi, Ben, how are you? I'm sorry for interrupting. No, it's okay. A very old, dear person to me, he was dying at that point, and he begged me to go into an interview to be a teacher. He said, this is a perfect career for you. Sorry about the interruption. Okay, I'll stop and done later if they're gone. Oh, you're still going to have to take that again. Some more time for... Okay, so I think it's better to hear from Ian though, so I'll leave the time for that.
Oda will be our treasure at the end.
Yeah.
Because Ilham is our guest today, so she's older descender and she needs to share her professional development.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for being late.
And she's Ilham, by the way. She's one of our old descenders.
Well,
By the way, I made a mistake in her name intentionally, but she never corrects me.
yeah.
Every time I say Ilham, and she corrects me.
Iman.
Yes.
Iman. Actually, I'm talking about my visa agreement. Alright. Before visa, I was somewhat different actually because I wasn't thinking about my professional development plan or what I'm going to be or how can I become a better teacher. How can I invest the energy in myself? How can I do this? I never tried actually. So I was graduated in 1998. Till this course, I've never tried any courses, workshops, or any developing my talents, my techniques, my teaching, nothing actually. But since BSET till now, I'm addicted to these courses. I'm looking forward for every day, every tab, every book, every article that can enrich my mind and my techniques and my ways of teaching. And actually, I've discovered a new email. Yes. I like reading now more. I like reading. I want to find out how can I treat my little baby. I have a little baby, Lamar. She's 2 years. I like to read. How can I develop her brain? What could be wrong? What could be right? How can I invest these things and these theories and these books into my class, my students? I didn't believe that when I heard it coming BSET actually. But since then, it's becoming true. So I kept insisting on developing my professional career and my mind and my new techniques. And what is the relation between BSET and what I'm saying? That they told me about what's a professional development. I've never heard about actually, even in my faculty, even after. So it's here, I've heard here, but I have to look forward, look after what I am, a teacher. That's it? No, it's not the same, and we are not the same. So how can I become better? Where is the way? They showed me the way to do it. I've never heard about workshops, diplomas, extra studies, discussions, pages on Facebook to discuss very useful topics. I've never done this. I was usually at home cooking and doing and appraising. This is good, but I was doing it wrongly actually. But now I'm thinking when I'm smiling to my daughter that this is the positive response that makes her brain develop better, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, you have a question about anything?
I have a personal question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So no. After BSET, how many workshops have you attended, or how many conferences have you applied to? How did you know about these more details?
Right. Actually, I've attended at the British Council. We have attended about a workshop. Yes, first the British Council. We have attended a workshop about teaching for adults, and some of us attended about assignment. I didn't attend this one. And now most of us applying for the professional educator diploma at the AUC. It's a scholarship for a long time.
Can you write its name because I don't know it? Is it for free?
Yeah, it's for free. Yes.
Can we
Scholarship, it's for free.
Okay.
Are you going together?
Can anybody apply?
Yeah, professional educator.
This is what you. The question that I need you to ask.
Yeah, go ahead and ask me. The professional educator diploma. This is at the AUC, and it's a scholarship. It's for free. And this is one thing, and the workshops at the French Council.
Excuse me, when can we apply?
Actually, this semester has started since June till August, and it's over. Applying is over. But every 3 months it renew. You can just start for the next semester if you'd like. This is one thing, and also we cooperate in knowing such news in our page. So we can tell each other, pay attention, we have a workshop somewhere, apply and so on. And the MNS do the perfect thing. Why? Because they just push these things for us. Pay attention, policy conference, apply for the conference and so on. And they help us also doing this. Actually, I've heard that we are going to be helped for how to write proposal for these conferences and so on. So they didn't leave us. They never forget us, actually. They kept assisting us.
This is on the Facebook page of your
Yes, yes.
Pixel.
Pixel one. Yeah. She's carry one now, because we were only one Pixel. Now it's become Pixel carry one. Any other questions? Yeah, welcome. Welcome so much. So nice to see you. Yeah. Sharing experience is wonderful. Yes. What else? Go ahead.
So how did you apply for it?
Sorry?
How did you apply for that?
For the professional educator diploma, it's okay. You can apply online for the AUC, and they select you. You go back and do something like proficiency English test, and then register. Yes. It's about 4 diplomas. You choose only one. The diploma has about 6 subjects. Each has a semester about 3 months.
So it's your role to announce.
Yeah, everyone is doing it. You're gonna find something so wonderful because everyone is sharing. Yeah, this is very completely different. Before PCL, we were just hiding information from each other. When I know something, I just never tell anybody. Now, if any of you, any one of us know anything, just go and post it. So everyone, we are sharing a lot of things now. Workshops and blogs and everything. Let's go ahead.
Sorry, you are a teacher in art school.
Which school I'm teaching?
Yeah.
In any language school.
Yeah, you are a teacher. How do you apply what you have in yourself at school?
Wow, big question. Well, right. Look, it's not at once. You cannot do it all at once. So you have ideas, you have activities, you have learned something. The most thing I've learned myself is just to think before doing the lesson. And before I didn't do this. I just get on and teach. Now I have to sit for like half an hour, find what are the outcomes of this lesson, exactly what I want my students to be able to, and find the way to do this in an enjoyable way, in a funny way, in a learning way.
How to source?
Yeah, to source. Yes. Yeah, I do really source now. Yeah, when you just take it here in the class, you cannot think that you are going to do it, but I did it now. Actually, I feel like I'm doing it. I can say, okay, forget about this, it's okay, because I know the objective of this exercise is these few words, so I'm going to do it in this activity. That's it. Yeah. Someone was asking.
How can you manage the number of the students in the class?
Oh, yeah. Modifying. That's it. So I've tried something about, like I have three girls here, so I asked them to do it like this in pairs. And this one, just turn your body like this and go. You have to believe that you are trying to do it. If you believe it, you're going to do it. And somehow you find a way. Sometimes you do it on the board, sometimes just give them a card and they give it to each other. I just want to make sure that everyone is saying the word they want them to say, but in an enjoyable way. Yes. You find a way. No one is going to tell you, okay, this activity, you can do it like this when you have a larger class. No one. No working.
So you become creative.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm just trying, believe me, because the school year have just started, and we are now in the true experiment. Now we are trying to do what we were working all summer. Yeah.
I think that you're going to succeed.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
After DCEL, how many no's have you heard while applying for different programs? Did you hear no or not yet?
Actually, not yet.
Yes, because both of you are really
Yeah.
very lucky.
Yeah.
Whenever they apply for something, they just got accepted. No, touch it. I'm not telling you. Here again, if you applied for any program, okay, or any workshop, and you were not accepted for a reason, maybe if you applied again, you will be accepted. So don't take no for granted. It means no, I wouldn't go for it. No, just try and try and try. And it happens a lot with conferences. If I ask Elena, for example, how many times did you apply for the T cells and different conventions. Did you receive no's before?
Sure.
And did you give up, or you just
Kept trying. Kept reflecting and trying.
This is the spirit you need to keep in new professional development. You need just to highlight the things that I need to go for it, okay? And try to apply, don't give up. And don't let the other push you. Don't wait for Maggie to tell you, hey, Iman, you have to do this. No. Just once you hear something, be initiative enough to go and try.
Actually, Maggie, become motivated. We are ready.
You're ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I have another advice.
Just give us the chance.
Yeah, keep together. Keep in touch together because
Yes,
this
very
helps.
Yes.
Really helps. Really. So if you know something about workshop, they tell you and you tell them something we miss, we can remind each other. That's great. And the same company sharing the same ideas, support. Yeah.
So Vicente Care will be the melting pot of all these cultures.
And you went to each other's schools, right? In teams. Did you talk
Yes,
about that?
yeah, no,
Yes, you didn't say that.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
We
It was
have tried
amazing.
something.
Yeah.
Something that was really wonderful. When we finished the course itself, we have tried something like a volunteer group. Me, Mr. Salim, Mr. Rifat, Sana, and Noha, Nadia, most of us, and we went to each other's schools. Like we went to Salim schools and made like a session, talking to others, to other teachers, English teachers, telling them about how to be creative, what's the benefit or the changing we are trying to do to cope with us. And they come to my school. They came to his school again and so on. Mr. Fawzi and Mr. Ashraf did the same in their school because that's so far. He went to Mr. Ashraf's schools and the same happened to him. So it just happened that we are exchanging experiences about our schools and classes, and that was just a dream.
Mr. Fawzi, how many teachers showed up at your workshop?
45 persons.
But you had more that you didn't have room
the
for.
first day, they were about 170, but there is no room for them. So I chose just 45 and they continued my training for a week.
This one related to the administration, something?
Yes.
That was so formal, something formal. He tried something formal, so he gathered all these people. But we have tried it like a volunteer, so it was like 10, 15, something like that. Something like this. Yes. Go ahead. Ask.
You mentioned the workshop British Culture. How did you get to know about it?
Well, actually, mainly either the English tell us, or we tell each other, or we keep just looking for British Council announcements, ABC announcements, be self-group.
Okay, Iman, concerning the framework on how to teach speaking, what's the framework?
Ikrish?
Speaking?
Yeah.
Speaking.
We know you are doing something.
No, at all. I mean, during our training course, we had teachers of math, teacher of science, teacher of Arabic.
Yeah.
They attended the course,
Yeah.
training at school. At first, they were astonished. Well, you speak in English, but we tried to use mix of English and Arabic to make them understand, to make them enjoy the course of their training. The math teachers and science found it very enjoyable for them to use the same framework for math and science. So it is applicable for all subjects, not only English. This is the point.
Yes, that was his creative idea. He gathers all the starting teachers to attend.
ليلتهم والله ليلتهم.
Yes,
Okay, guys, this is the last question. If you have any questions for the presenters today or our friends from the old BSL, so feel free to ask.
Yeah, go ahead. Our mom and dad.
No.
And I'm the uncle.
Mom and Dad. Thank you very much. Thank you.
We have mom here and
Because you are still babies. Yes.
Elena,
Did somebody mentioned Nile T-salt, perhaps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you heard of Nile T-salt?
Yes.
Okay. Are you members?
Yes.
Everybody is? It's free.
Not me.
Go on the website and join.
What's the website?
You go on the NileTsalt.org, I believe, website, and you can join there. And once you are a member, again, it's free. They will send you information about professional development events for teachers that are free, and the conference. They have an annual conference that has become bigger and bigger, and we have speakers coming from overseas. We will have some very great speakers. Scott Thornsberry, if you look at our books, he's written many books in our field. He's coming to Cairo in January to speak just for our conference. Everybody wants to come to Cairo? Yeah. And I say, yalla, yalla. So the other thing is, if you've never presented, has anybody presented at a conference?
For the
Alexandria. Okay, you got a taste. Believe me, for all of us, this is probably, for all of us, it's still a very scary thing to do, right? But it's very rewarding. Along with the workshops and wonderful things they're doing, I encourage you to try and think, I will present, because you have so much to tell and so much to share. You could do it alone, you could do it in pairs, groups of 3, and believe me, it's your experience would be wonderful. So I encourage you to begin with maybe the Nile TESOL conference, because it's an Egyptian conference, and you get that experience and you say, next time I'm going to apply to TESOL Arabia, which is the same but bigger in our field, very exciting. And there are some scholarships to help with these conferences, some. And maybe you'll apply to TESOL International, which is always in the United States. I hope we start moving it around, but it's... So, anyway, keep that in mind. That Nile TESOL conference could be a stepping stone. And with that in mind, Nile TESOL, they will have a workshop for proposal writing on October 6th. You'll see it on the website, which will be at the British Council. So we all collaborate. I'm on the Nile TESOL board, and I work with British Council, I work with AUC, I work with, because it's community. Anyway, so look for that information. Workshop on proposal writing, okay, so that you can submit a proposal. And we'd be happy to read your proposals, right?
Sure. And by the way, I have a dream at the end of this session. Actually, I was encouraging Salim, Iman, and someone who's missing Sana just to cooperate and present something in this Nile TESOL. And the proposals, I think it will end on October 15th. So you have to work very hard. Now, my dream for the UP Center, please agree, 3 of you or 2 of you, to go and start writing your proposal from now before you leave that descent. Just ideas. And when you go home, just go on the website and start writing the application. But just have the idea first. Once it's here, believe it or not, everything will be so easy. And I'd like to thank all of you today. So, Sally.
By the way, me, Iman, and Sana will present something about PSELT itself in the conference.
We thought about this. We're good.
It's you now.
But there are many different aspects.
Yeah.
And if you want to just brainstorm a list of ideas, feel free to share it. I mean, I've been on committees that help select proposals, not here. So sometimes I have a sense that if something's too big, too small, you know what I mean? So if you want to brainstorm ideas, because there are many ideas. Right? To you. All about ideas.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Guys, I know it's time for your lesson planning teams.
For lunch.
I invite us to come here. Yes, I invite just lunch to come here while you're sitting.